Hello everybody and welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's fantastic, Mr. Ghost, and boy do I got some updates for you all. Power. Alright, that's what we've been working towards. You know, we had to get the base upgraded. Got the Mark II stuff. I got Mark II modules for the animals, and Mark IIIs where I have them available. The bees are finally done, and then we're working on new stuff. You know, we got the new wax, the bitumen using bees to get the wax now, and got the coal bed gas being converted into all the gases we used to get from coal, and it's cranking along. So I have an update. Now, this is very frustrating to me. I think I'm trying to be nice here. They updated the power and how it's done. And, anything with steam, obviously we use these turbines here. There's two tiers. The one you get early on, and this one here, which is the Mark II. And I noticed that my power network, if I get over to a power pole here, I have like 28 gig. And at one point, I had to rip I ripped all of my turbine, Mark IIs. I had 288 gigawatts on this map. And I go, that's not right. What happened? And I don't know why I didn't notice it before, but after I updated and I started messing with power, because that's the next phase now. And I come to realize that they had, I guess in a very obscure way, they mentioned this in a changelog. I don't know which one. I read every single line in the changelog. And this Mark II went from 2 to almost 10, 9.5 gigawatts. An increase of 5x, so 5 times the power. And then we've got these other ones, the beginning game, well, kind of beginning game, and I think I just got to look for it here. Here it is, right here. I marked it on the map. So we got the Mark Is. Now, these are 473 megawatts now. So this is 2 gigawatts right here. It used to be 47 megawatts from what I remember. So this particular Mark I got a 10x boost. Now, what has changed beyond that is even worse. Well, from what I understand, I went on the Discord and I found somebody having the same problem as me. I'm like, wait a minute, where was this mentioned? And the person said, had the same question. Somebody says, yeah, it was really obscure in the changelog. That's unacceptable. On top of that, and I started to notice that my molten salt is disappearing. And that same person on the Discord, I don't know their name and I don't think I want to mention it, someone responded to that and said, yeah, there is a rounding error. Well, I hope they fix this, because this is not a very good update to have molten salt be deleted. Now, if their intent is to constantly have molten salt being produced for your power system you have to basically add, because it's going to degrade, and get burned off. I mean, I understand that, but this was not apparent at all in any of the changelogs. So I'm kind of not happy about this. All right, so here's how I figured it out. Let's take these. Now, each of the turbines now, one turbine is 5 of these heat exchangers. Now, the whole point of this was to help with computer performance, because it has to, I guess, process all this stuff. Well, we have to pipe this in. We have to chain this together. We have to chain 5 of these together. And the way you do that is with pipe. Well, pipe is one of the worst UPS items in the game. Pipes are very UPS hungry, along with circuit network. So why not just have one heat exchanger and direct feed and beef the heat exchanger, and if you're going to beef up the high pressure furnace, well, then beef up this too, because then you eliminate all these pipes. So if you're worried about computer performance in UPS, you know, basically it's UPS updates per second being hammered, get rid of the pipes too. So beef this up and this. Now, the other thing that I noticed, this coal power plant, believe it or not, I need to add this many more coal power plants. Now, I know these are very slow, so I don't know if they nerfed these. So what happened here is you need... I pulled them all up. Crap. Right now, I have... and these are off. So, well, I'll pull over all but 4 here. Oh, wait. Max rate. Because what... Well, maybe I can do it. Yeah, I have to... The problem is I'm going to pull all this in. Well, let me show you what I got. Let's pull it all in. So you'll notice that I'm down on the molten salt hot by 40, almost 45 machines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2. So each one of the 5 blocks, so you have 1 turbine to 5 heat exchangers to 32 of the coal power plants. So that is the ratio now. Now, that I do like. 1, 5, 32. But 32? Come on. That's insane. So, yeah, I mean, you really got to put efficiencies in modules in these now, as well as these guys here. So, and now I don't know about the pressurized water. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to take, let's do that many, because I haven't checked. Okay, so look at that. 800, 160, 200. I'm up. And I pulled in, I don't know how many. I think I pulled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a 1-to-1 on the pressure pumps. Around there. You still got a little bit on the table there. So that was one update. That is an update I didn't know happened, because I'm not the only one who was like scratching their head on that. I'm like, what? What is going on here? What is this train here? Come on, come here, you. I wish I could pause the game, you know, and then click on stuff. That's coal. Oh, where are you going? It's going to, oh, it's going here to the bees. What? Oh, what? Something ran over here. I think, oh, coke got chewed up here, yeah. Heavy oil's back. I haven't, oh, look at this wax now. I'm venting wax, no. Oh, almost. 15,000, hasn't vented yet. Holy crap. All right, so let's, I'm gonna go over a few more things. I'm not done. I was recording this, and I thought, you know what, this is just crap content, so I try to be mindful of that. Power version 1, I called it. Well, it was actually 2, but it was actually 1 on the map. I had 3. It was 2, then 3, and now it's down to 1, and then we'll be back up to 2 shortly here. So this is where it used to be, Power version 1, and I wanted to capture ripping it up, but it was just, I don't know. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to rework this system, because I'm already mining the coal patch. So I'm going to make this into a coal dust producer. And the coal can be ground into coal dust. Aha! And the coarse coal that comes out of here gets ground into coal. So I already have it all set up here. I'll have to, if there's coal in here, then I have it prioritized to take this coal. So what I'm going to do, probably move this down or something, I don't know. And then I'm going to do some ball mills. I might have to do more of these secondary crushers here to handle the coarse coal. But this is a really good coal dust producer. Coarse coal to coal, raw coal to coal and coal dust. Plus I think we get, oh yeah, we get the secondary stuff, yeah. The intermediary coal. So that gets crushed into the coarse. By the screener there. So yeah, I can just belt right out of here and into like 4 ball mills, and basically it's about it's like over 1 red belt with 4 ball mills or something. I did the same thing to shut down the power when I had the coal dust and coarse coal feeding the hot air stuff. Now it's the coal briquettes. So that's kind of what was going on here. So all that power is gone. Gosh darn mouse. Now over here, yes, you can't see it anymore. I put the rail in and everything. Phosphate rock used to be, is here still. But this used to be, there's the coal patch right there. Haha. 30, oh, what is that? A little blip. 45 million. 56. So yeah, a while back it was 66 million plus 5, so it was about 50. So about 16 million got knocked off of that. So yeah, the coal power version, I call it 2, but it was 3 compared because I had a big coal power system, or I scaled it up and then scaled it up each time. So it's all gone, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to handle the gases because I had syngas here, and also I patched in a refined syngas and a bunch of DDCs, you know, and the big coal, you know, the crushers and all that, similar to where the coal power system is here. So I had those, you know, big, huge things like that. Well, I still have it here. So yeah, I had, this is a copy paste of what I had down there, southeast. So I ripped it all up because I'm like, okay. And the problem is I'm trying to think of, well, what do I need to, can I rip this up, or do I have to keep pieces in here or whatever? And what it comes down to is I have this entire system here. Now, let me go to map view here. So I have a syngas and a refined syngas here. I'm going to tear the, I think I'm going to tear the syngas, or refined syngas out. And I'm also going to tear all of this out because I don't need, I have the syngas and refined syngas already with the coal bed gas builds we did last couple episodes, or last episode I think it was. So all of this here, I still need the coal. That's the rub. So basically this all gets belted into this case here, and I'm going to remove all of this here. All of this goes bye-bye. Now I have, oh, and then I have an ash collection system. So let's go over that now, because I ripped out TSM, and over here by the little cotton gut part 2 here, I have a kite calc. Oh, looky here. Holy cow. Now I want to capture this flue gas, but unfortunately I have to do it this way. This is where the ash collection is, and because the ash was going down, you know, I wasn't seeing as much ash. So I have kite calcs to raw fiber to ash, and this thing can really crank. So because of all the consolidation I did, I now have, you know, I have this backup system here with the kite calcs, and things are starting to, you know, I had all this ash I brought up here now. So the consumption right now, what's happening is I don't have any consumption of ash. I'm producing it from the power plants and whatever I'm doing. So I might have to up this, and I do want to capture this flue gas though, because that's sulfuric acid basically right now. And you know, as we have, this is the one. Oh yeah, I got another update. Oh my gosh, I got so much stuff I've been doing. Aha. Okay, now here's the flue gas. Now notice I have 62,000 sitting in here, and when the base starts running, you do want to capture this, right? You want to capture the flue gas because sulfuric acid is going to be consumed. So that's important. That relieves the pressure off of the acid gas producer. So you'll hopefully be running off of the extra sulfur, maybe from the hot air. Maybe you're grabbing this stuff. Maybe you're, you know, like syngas, refined syngas is coming out of here, and the sulfuric acid. So between mainly the sulfuric acid, well, what's going to happen? It's going to kick on acid gas. Well, before that happens, you've got the flue gas here kicking on. So your flue gas becomes sulfuric acid, but you need a lot of it. So when this starts to kick on the acid gas, the hot air starts to, you know, kind of, it's cycling on and off. So you get sulfuric or sulfur. And then that's your acid gas producer when you don't have flue gas. So that's how I love this system. This is a really cool system. Now, look at that. I closed the loop finally. I remember I had that reminder, those reminder machines here. Well, I don't forget things. When I have things down, that's why I put machines down, because that's my little checklist. So we have now lubrication from Aromatics, and the beautiful thing is this belt right here gets fed right back into our case, and we're consuming the sulfur in the acid gas process. So it made sense to put the lubrication here. Now I got the other system up here, which is over here by our dingrits or whatever. Yeah, I think it's dingrits. And what I did here, this hasn't run yet. I don't know why. Hot air. Oh, this is hot air for the... It seems like the trains are favoring the power plant right now. Coal bed gas in here. I have another... Yeah, I have a coal bed... Where? I have another coal bed gas. Oh, no, they should be coming here now. Yeah, I don't know why they're not coming here. This is not a... Well, yeah, this is a... This doesn't require hot air. Oh, no, this does, though. Right? Let's see. No. This is just water. Okay, so coal bed gas doesn't require the hot air. It's just filtration. This one requires the hot air, the syngas. So this hasn't run for the syngas, which is kind of weird. Okay. Now I have the syngas at the power plant where I'm at right now. So here it is, olefins. Oh, and I got this backup system right here. So I'll vent if there's the one-way 80% valve. If the pipe goes over 80%, then it's going to vent the aromatics. So I got olefins to diesel, and I'm capturing it here at this place. And the sulfur is going to be picked up by TSM and reallocated in the trash area. All right, here's the hot air. I call this, well, I should call this hot air 2. And I am doing olefins only. Oh, this one's been running. Okay. So I got olefins captured here. Now remember, I have olefins at the bitumen, bees to bitumen build. And that I figure that's going to be not as much as here. But remember, it's aromatics, and we get so much aromatics. It's nuts. So I have an aromatics pickup here, and it's vented, as you know, over here. So the aromatics won't back up the system. Here's the other hot air one, and I decided to do olefins here. I'm not sure if I covered that. So yeah, I got the bleed off. It's a copy paste. So both hot air builds have olefins only, and then the one that I have, okay, this is hot air, and then the coal bed gas, here it is right here. This one is lube, and then the other one is diesel. Yeah, so I got diesel, lube, olefins. That's kind of how I did that. Okay, so that does it for the updates. I really wanted to capture the rip of the old power plants, but like I said, I'd rather focus on building the power and do something good, something fun in the episode. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to manufacture the coal briquettes on site. That means I need to pull... Well, I got this here. This is our coal dust generator, our wonderful Kycalcs. I'm going to go for the full build here because this is power and I don't want to lose out on it. This is going to be a test. We're testing out a build. What I'm probably going to do is rip... I'm going to pull this one off the grid here. And I want to test the other one under pressure, you know, when the base is running. So, but yeah, this is the coal stuff there. And then up here, I have the machine. And all I got to do is copy the build. So, and I don't have it here, but I'll just copy paste it. So we got the glycerol, creosote, tar, plus the coal dust from the Kycalcs, and we'll make the coal briquettes. What I'm hoping is that this will suffice, this one right here, will suffice with the efficiency modules and everything, and hopefully we can feed 32 of these things under full load. That's what I'm testing. Can we do it? Can the whole base handle it? So over here, yeah. So here I have the syngas and refined. The refined, I converted a mining op over. I was bringing in activated carbon and syngas. I'm like, well, I got the syngas now, so I converted over. I think it's the molybdenum or something. Or niobium. Maybe it's niobium, because that goes way back. So this is sitting here at 25K. I think I got, yeah, 10,000. Provide priority 100. So I'm going to make this 0. It doesn't matter now. And then this one here, I'm gonna make this 10,000 here. So because sometimes I'm requesting 1510. So I don't want trains to, you know, not come here. Yeah, so and then yeah, so yeah, the plan is to rip all this out here and just go have a coal build here only, because I have plenty of coal. Now the other thing is, then the other one, the old power plant version 1 is going to be coal dust. So coal dust here, coal here, and I'm wanting to rip the syngas and refined syngas out, but I'm a little reluctant. I keep waffling on it, I know, because I want to make sure those work, you know, and they're consistent. Because once the base starts running like crazy, I want to make sure I have enough of the gases, you know. Now, that's not to say I can't punch down another hot air build to syngas and all that. You know, that's pretty simple to do, but those systems are pretty intense with resources and all that. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to go over to the next block, and I started prepping it up, so let's go over there. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that this build here is going to be slimmed down, so all this comes out. All of this. So we're going to have 5-to-1, and then all the power plants, I'm going to expand it, and it's going to be 32 total. And I'll showcase that once I get this whole thing done. Oh, let me get this over here. We'll grab one of these, and I'm gonna build this thing. So what I'm planning on doing here is we'll go up 1. Okay, and then we'll flip it like that. We'll turn it. So we need 32 to 5, and then this one's gonna be 1, 2, 3, like that. We only need fast inserters on here. I could do probably yellow, but yeah. So this is going to be our fuel line. There we go. So now all we got to do is copy this. And that's salt. Yeah, so this works out pretty well. And boom. So it's salt to salt, molten salt to molten salt. So we'll have to just pipe those up. And now I can take all 8 of these. And then we'll plop these down, salt to salt. You gotta make sure, you know, you could flip. Oh, Control Z. Damn, mouse moved at the last second there. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Oh, Q. Okay. So let's drag that down. Okay, good. There we go. Come on. Put them on it. So I don't know if I'm gonna do the infrastructure here. Down. I think I might do the infrastructure down here and go up. For travel time. So I might as well pop up this way with the creosote, tar, and all that gobbledygook. Now I have an idea for solar. I moved it up here. This solar, and it's 1.5 megawatts. Well, look at the 1.1. So I go by 1.1. I have a lot of solar. If this salt thing continues to be a problem here, because let's look at this now. It's 16 now. I think it went up by 1K because this is running more. You want to talk about a lot of ash, boy. This thing is kicking it out. But that's because this fuel is really crap. All right, so what do we got now? I got 10 more. Okay, here's another 8. So then I'll have to do 2 more after this. I lied. I got 8 more. Look at how huge this thing is. I'm really concerned about feeding this with fuel, let me tell you. I wish we were allowed. Yeah, so that's, yeah, I need 8 more. So 32, it's 8, 8, 8, 8. Yeah, that makes sense. It's in 8s. Pretty cool. Is that right? Yeah, 8 times 4, I think. And there we go. That's all she wrote. So I think, yeah, I'll pull this down, and I'm going to flip this belt this way. We'll do the fuel on the south end of this. There we go. Cool. All right, so I'll pipe this up and get it all prepped for building. Now, the other thing we need is the ash output. Now, I'm going to use the red belt because it's 32. It's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna belt this up here, and then we'll get working on setting this and then getting the briquettes up and running. All right, let's get cracking. All right, folks, it's the moment of truth, and boom. So I decided I'll do a little buffer case here. I might make it larger just in case I have a delivery issue. Let me get this train out of here just in case. Oh, there it goes. Oh, wow. Yeah, so we've seen this coal briquette burn in the other salt things. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it's a lot better. The ash... Oh, crap. I forgot to do the filter here, so I'll have to do that. To the right. So I'll fix that. And yeah, I just pick any old thing. So there we go. We'll do that. So I'll fix that. I wanted to wait for the kite calcs to kind of get a little bit of on the belt there. So what is going to happen here? All right. So Helmut, or I mean max rate calculator. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. It's going to pull the kite calcs in. So here we go. Now I have it hooked up to the entire grid right now. So I'm going to rewire it so that I can get the wind turbines to control everything. I don't want the the mini loaders and the inserters. I don't want those, well, and the kite calcs too. I don't want those on the same power grid as everything else. And I need a radar here. So, we gotta go down this way here. All the way down here. So when I plop this kite calc plantation build in, the power poles are like all over the place. So I'll have to, I might use the medium power poles to keep them from connecting because it looks like crap. I don't care. Now, there's two schools of thought here. One is, who cares as long as it's powered? Don't look at the power poles, which I don't. You can see it's always off because it's not about... I like aesthetic builds, but it's also sometimes not feasible. So I want to see... Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, now, I had some issues here with the pipes that I have to resolve. Yeah, oh, wow, we're all the way up here now. Cool. So they're all full. Okay, now what's going on here? Pressure... Oh, I forgot to hook the pump to the pressurized water here. That's what I did. Okay. And boom. There we go. Alright. So there we go. We got the molten salt. But anyway, yeah, point is I want to rewire this whole thing so that it's a little better. And I want to get the wind power to power this independently. The whole thing. This one here, the turbine, that one I have to pull way out with a big power pole and go straight down and hook to the rail network power. And then this one here is all independent of, with the wind power. So that's the plan there. Okay, so, all right, now let's go over this up here. Now, I have a train. I don't have it on LT. I'm going to have to do a molten salt on the train network. And as you can see, it needs molten salt here. Now, okay, it's got 1,000. Oh, well, that's fine. See, that's what I want. I want the molten salt in the non-heated, regular molten salt in the buffer, and I want to back up on the hot molten salt. So I was thinking about how I had done this before, and I had a whole hot molten salt tank and a molten salt tank. I think that is causing a problem. I don't know if it's going to cause a... the rounding error is a different story, though. So what I have here is the hot molten salt is just piped. And then the molten salt, which is, here, is going to be supplied if it drops. So I always want molten salt in the pipes. Now, the problem, though, is there's one thing I think it'll be okay, though. You don't want this tank down here to be full because like if a train comes, then so this threshold here is going to be set. It'll have it'll be 2025. So when it drops to 5K, the train calls, right? And it'll fill this tank up. So there's still room in here for the molten salt to get in, because you don't want to back up on this. You don't want the molten salt non-heated. You need, you know, when it's cooled off, you don't want to block these, because then it won't, you got to be able to export. You know, this is common knowledge for Factorio, right? If the input gets jacked or output gets jacked, it stops. So you don't want the outputs of these heat exchangers to block up. So that's the thing there. So as you can see, yeah, look at this. I have had 50,000 molten salt come here already. I'm waiting. So molten salt. Now, if, like I said, if they are, let's see what we got here. 20. Oh, it's ready. Okay, let's pull this back up here. If their intent is to have the molten salt be a consumable via the power, then yeah, okay. But they didn't. They weren't very clear. We need to know this as players of this mod, that, oh, by the way, we're going to have a degradation here. But from what it sounds like, it was mainly, it's a rounding error, so that's a bug. So if it's a bug, that's bad, you know. But if they intend it to be a consumable, the molten salt for your coal power, I can understand that over time. Yeah, it's going to degrade and you're going to lose it because you're heating it and cooling it and heating it and cooling it. So you're going to lose, you know, material. So anyway, let me clear these off, and then I think I'm going to see what's going on, what else we can do here. All right, that's 3 trains now of molten salt, 25,000 apiece. Yikes. So when I start seeing this have a little buffer in there, then I'm okay. So anyway, I think it's, oh my god, this is still buffering. Okay. Yeah, this kite calc thing is really amazing. Oh yeah, my next build of this is when I upgrade the other side, and you know, after I test this out here and make sure it's all working, I'm going to flip this all around and rebuild it for because I'm on the right hand side with the, you know, the FTS reactor here, I think it's called. Yeah, since I'm on the right hand side, I want the coal dust to be over here, so I'll probably flip all this around, you know, and rebuild it. Not a big deal. Okay, there we go. Now we're building up some more. That's a lot of coal briquettes, folks. That's a lot. This thing is kicking. So glycerol. Now the one worry I have about this build. Look at how much compressed that. Without the coal and everything on it. Holy moly, that is nice. But the systems in place to get here are enormous, right? So you're never free. Oh, I gotta put a radar up here. Crap. So glycerol is. Yeah, see, look, it's just sitting here, just all ready to go. Because, yeah, it's not much in the glycerol consumption here. It's 20. 10-second craft, and you get 10 coal briquettes out of it. So that's pretty good. Yep. So also I'm thinking about editing this, but down. But the thing is, under pressure, you know, that's why I want to run research with this connected here and see how, with the base running consistently over time, how is this build going to work, you know? Oh, and then, yeah, max rate calculator. I don't know if I did this, but let's go ahead. So this is the power system here. Oh, I'm down water a little bit. Okay, so let's add a water thing to here. All right, let's check it again. There we go. So it's over. Now, I could do a Mark 1 water pump, but I don't carry that crap with me anymore, so it is what it is. You get what you get. All right, let's drag over the whole thing now. And bloop. Let's see if we got any negatives. The kite calcs are looking negative here, but I think that's because yeah, see the, oh, steam. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. I think this is assuming that the coal dust, see, look, the coal dust is way up. That is, I think, 2 machines up. So I can knock off one, you know, definitely one of these here. That's what that's telling me. And then I can slim this down. I just went with this amount just to do it, you know. And once I get to once I get my mind on certain things, then I start to edit and check and things. Because, yeah, it's really difficult to do this in Hellmod. Hellmod doesn't act right with this stuff. I think Hellmod, I don't know what the guy did to it. It doesn't seem to work very well anymore. I think he broke some stuff. Or he just changed stuff that I don't know. There's no manual on it. They just make changes, and you just have to figure it out. So, anyway. So, I noticed that the coal dust is, or ash is really, the output is so low. Look at how, you know, this one's a trickle. Well, I got 2 up and running now. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I think I did mention, yeah, I got to edit this down. So these come out. All this crap comes out. And then I have to do, yeah, these here. So I want to have 2 power systems in place just in case. And so, yeah, that's it. So power done, upgraded with the new system. And I'll keep an, you know, I'll have to keep an eye on this here and make sure. Look, I'm going to have to bring more molten salt over, so I'll work on that. And okay, cool. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next episode. Well, I'm gonna upgrade the other one, the other power system. I'm gonna edit everything, make it pretty. This one's gonna stay as it is, and then the new system, I'm hoping to make it better, right? Because that's what I try and do that. Look at this, holy cow, one little blip. Of course, this thing is hardly running right now. I want to get started on the advanced casting. I think we're ready to do it. Speaking of Hellmod, look at that. Holy crap. This is 9,000. I don't know. I'm not sure what I need for the darn base. So I'm going to go through this. Yeah. We're looking at high-grade iron. And this is the next phase. So 2 oxygen furnaces creating this molten iron. And I hope this is, well, this is 9,000 a minute. You take that divided by 16. That's what you get per second. I do have 1 second on here. So I don't know what this would be. Look at this, 2 little bit of ash. Oh, I wonder why that's 2 ash. That's weird. Oh, 120. Yeah, that makes sense. So this is, yeah, this one here. I'll start pulling this together. I'm thinking this is what we could do next episode. I always have the, there might be something else I work on, but, just, let's plan for this, hopefully. I tried to pull in all the stages because there's multiple pulp stages here. And each stage has, it has sulfuric acid, organic solvent. Then we got xylenol and also petroleum sulfonates. And the front end here is the same as the regular iron that we're doing. So that's why I was saying, I think a couple episodes ago, you still have to take the iron ore and crush it and refine it into more pure, right? So you're removing the stone and the gravel. That's how you get this. These are the processes. We need benzene, aromatics, sodium hydroxide, crude oil, sulfuric acid, saline water, and then this oleochemicals crap comes up again, which is the lard. Now, lard's going to have to be a thing. I might have to do a lard rendering specific for, and augs I think are the best for that. So I might have to have a well, I may have to switch from lard to bones to lard. So yeah, or have an aug build for rendering bones and one for lard. And then, when one runs, I get bones out of the other, and the bones will go back to the hub or the body parts area, So yeah, because lard is coming up a lot, and I've always had problems with lard. Well, now's the time to maybe think about a lard rendering build. Later on, you get these crazy recipes where you can just render a creature for a specific body part. Now, I think that's really good because then you don't have to worry about all this mess. You just run it as it, here's a build, it does this, done. But you have to feed it with all the, the stuff to, for the creatures and all that. So the plan is we're going to build the molten versions, right? And then depending on the size, because I want to have iron and copper next to each other, and then I can mix them because you could do other things like the small parts. When you cast it together, you need the copper and iron molten, and then you cast it. We don't have the research for that. However, there are things that require the molten. We can do the casting with the moltens, and I don't know if I want to keep. I'm thinking that I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I was going to go up here, but I might go down here because I have a lot of room. All this stuff is open here. I can move these kite elks out of the way, too, if I wanted to. But, yeah, I was going to go up here and start the molten stuff. And what I was thinking about doing is casting down... you do the ore processing, and then you get the molten, and then I could do the casting down below and pipe it. And you can go over the rail with these pipes, you know, so... now, the wild card is I don't know how big each one of these builds are going to be. Each one is unique. So that's going to be the growing pains. So we're going to have a lot of rough drafts going around, and then we'll edit, you know, and get better builds as we go. But the technology gets better because we still got, you know, a bunch of science packs still yet to do. So, but I'm thinking this is the best of it. Then there's the plant stuff, you know. So we'll have to see. I'm going blind here. Look at that. Ah, cool. So we got it. Oh, it's all done. Check it out. Cool. Next episode, maybe we'll run some research because I want to see how this runs under pressure here. And, you know, it's 9.5 gigawatts. So what I want to do is maybe I'll cut the coal off from here, run this dry, and then I have to pull all this up here. So I'll do that. But I want to keep this one. This I want to keep up and running just in case. And then this can be a I want to test the power system that I have there against the base running research, because that's what it's all about, is running research consistently. So we'll pick some research and we'll see how it runs. So I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the power upgrades here. I'm really excited about this. I don't know how long this is going to be sitting here. We got, you know, other power. We got nuclear power, which is probably the granddaddy of it all. And then we got all these weird power systems I'd like to implement and try. But, you know, hopefully the ash problem is solved. So as you can see, I'm collecting more ash. Oh my god. So yeah, I'll have to beef this up here. In fact, I should run over there now. And we'll see. But look at this. Now ash. So this, yeah, I can't have a train sitting here looking to unload. And the max is 450. So, wow, that's a lot of ash. That probably came from the power system here. Yep. Yeah, that power system there is an ash producer. So I'm going to run over there. I have to put some more gasifiers down. Maybe I'll put a train in there. Oh, I got to call my train. All right, yep. I hope you enjoyed. Base is growing. It's going to be growing even more now. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. So peace out.